How old are you when you transformed to
when I transitioned?
William? When you transitioned,
I transitioned
from William?
probably about like 17, I would say.
Damn, is this broken? No, it's not. This is like feels. Look at this. This feels like look like a flaccid dick.
Yeah. So.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jonathan, and I'm here with my good friend. Okay, so I think his real name is Billy, and his family calls him Will. What's your real name, man? I don't know shit about you.
It's Will. Yes, you do, bro. What the fuck are you talking?
Because you were telling the story about what your mom said. She's like, and she said Billy, and I'm like, is that so? So is it Billy or is it Will? Like what
Billy
is it?
is like my childhood name, and like I changed my name to Will because I thought it sounded more professional.
So on your birth certificate it says Will.
William.
This is William, but they just called you Billy.
Yeah.
Like we'll just put a B in there. Fuck it.
Well, you know, like Bill Gates. It's William Gates.
It's not William Gates.
I swear to God.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, that
Bill
guy's
is just short for William. Billy. Will.
okay.
Willie. You got a lot of them.
Do you prefer being called Will?
Yeah. Yeah. Like if someone calls me Billy, it feels weird because it feels as if though it's like someone from my past, like a ghost from the past.
Yeah.
Like, Billy. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, who calls me Billy still, you know?
What how old are you when you transformed to
When I transitioned?
William? When you transitioned?
I
from
transitioned
William?
probably about like 17, I would say. 16, 17.
Does your mom still call you Billy?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Does your brother call you Billy?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
And your dad? Whenever you talk to him, does he call you Billy?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I have some cool topics here.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. So these are the 8 components of communication. Continued. These are just 7 and 8.
Okay.
Number 7 is participant, the sender or receiver of messages in a communication encounter. That's a participant.
Okay.
So basically, when you do Uber Eats and you get like 1,000 trips, you're eligible for free tuition at Arizona State University. I think Kyle Rittenhouse goes there right now.
ASU, baby. Woo.
And yeah, so I got free. You know ASU?
No.
You know Kyle though, right?
I'm familiar.
I'm familiar with his work.
God.
No, but I tried it for a little bit just because I wanted to go back to school because
shooting people?
No, good. I wanted to try going back to school.
My mistake.
I don't think I could ever shoot someone, like honestly, even in the army, if someone like, you know.
But could you shoot someone that broke into your home with a gun, planning on shooting you? And why were they shooting you, John? For your valuables that they believe you have.
I want to say yes.
Imagine this moment.
Like someone comes in right now.
You're the only one here. The door's down. Now you hear him walking in.
But my gun's in my...
You hear him walking in. You hear him
gun
pull
on?
their gun out. Your gun's in your room with you in your pillow. Underneath your other pillow.
So I'm in my pillow right now.
Yeah,
I'm
you're sleeping. You wake up. You hear, oh my God, you hear someone walking in here. They're like rummaging through shit. They're busting the doors. And then you hear like somebody with a gun. Okay. What do? They bust into your room. They kick your door down because you're scared. You're breathing heavy, right? What do? You don't do that. You don't do that.
I gotta pull out the gun without getting the boner.
Are you gonna shoot them?
I feel like I'll
Or are you
have...
gonna let them bust in and shoot you in your
But what if
fucking
it's like
face?
this girl who was like, we've been talking about, you know, doing some kinky, consensual, non-consensual shit, you know, and I gave her permission to come into my house and like, you know, fuck around with me. But I totally forgot about that. And she comes over and she does that. And I boom, kill her. And I'm like, oh shit. I have to call the cops and be like, oh, so what happened? I'm like, oh, so like there's this, like someone was coming in at night, you know, going through my shit. And I thought they had a gun, so I shot him. But I forgot that I told her that she can do that. Whose fault is that?
You problem, realistically.
So it's just memory.
But
I mean,
you got to defend your life.
Would you? Okay, so if someone does that to you,
Absolutely.
are you doing?
Like I don't want to shoot anybody just arbitrarily. I'm not looking to shoot someone. Nobody's excited. I don't think for that moment for someone to break in. And I say that people are gonna be like, yeah, they are. There's some people out there, okay? There's some people out there that are terrorists. There's some people out there that are on all kinds of the spectrum. But most people don't want to shoot anyone, not even cops, honestly. Like a lot of the cops, like you'll watch the body cams, they're affects people.
Most of them, they're like,
you don't want to take someone's life. You don't know the person. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. They're just having a bad day. You deal with people with bad days all the time.
Yeah.
You don't want to take someone's life, but like if you have to do it to protect your own life, you have to do it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to because there's no reason I should lose my life because you're having a bad day.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Going off on that, what is your preferred condom brand? Skin is all right, but I feel like if you want to have a good time, you use Trojan.
Yeah, I would say Trojan's probably the only condoms I've ever used.
Really? When you do use condoms?
Huh?
Are you a condom user?
No.
Ew. Why not?
I've typically been in relationships.
Oh, so that means sex is clean. If someone says I'll be your boyfriend. I think that's silly to me because
I've never had a boyfriend, so I wouldn't know that. But yeah,
I'm talking about.
I've been in relationships, so
you've been in relationships,
typically.
So when you're dating someone, you're like, okay, it's just us doing it. Oh, but unless I guess I just
I don't have polygonal relationships.
Just when women cheat on you, because you've been cheated on, right?
Yeah, I have been.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I mean, it was.
You don't recommend?
No. It was just, it's one of those things. Could go without it.
I'm sorry. I know it's been a while. Oh, wait, no. It says this was yesterday.
It's like having someone's dick in your sandwich. You could just go without it. Really didn't need to be in there.
Yeah. But like, would you eat penis? Like, that's like not onto that person. Not like I eat pussy, but like, would you eat like cooked penis if it had like a good amount of protein?
Nope. No.
What if it was like gluten-free, no hormones?
Give me some other benefit and we'll talk about it. But no. I mean, if you're like, it will...
It's like the carrot effect. Like, yeah, it'll improve your eyesight, but will it improve your eyesight? You know what I mean? It
definitely isn't hurting it,
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you hit it in your eye when you're trying to eat it. So...
You like rap, right?
Yeah, I do.
You're hip-hop?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so do you know there's two projects dropping this week? It's... I think it's the Weeknd's Dawn at midnight or something like that. Something Dawn at the dawn. And then Gunna is dropping DS4. I don't know what DS4 stands for. It's his fourth...
Drill shit?
Drip shit?
Could be.
It's something. It's DS4 or something like that. But I'm pretty sure they're both dropping Friday. Which one do you think you're going to listen to first? I don't know if you listen to both artists, but... Which one are you going to listen to first? And which one do you think is going to do more numbers or is going to have... Oh, and which one do you think is going to be
I'm just gonna
overall
say
better?
I didn't even know these things were coming out.
Okay, so Gunna.
You're telling me for the first time.
Really? Okay. So yeah, Gunna. And the Gunna's dropping... I think it's a mixtape album. What? They're both coming out Friday.
Okay. I would say Gunna, he's, I just feel like a lot of the rap nowadays is just getting a little repetitive. Like, I understand people have their style.
Right.
So their style's always going to stay like their style. But
it
just seems like some styles can age and some can't. And for me, Gunna, people like, I'm trying to think of other ones. I mean, there's plenty of them. There's just so many of them out there. But their style just doesn't age well. I would say Young Thug, you can keep listening to his music. It does get a little drier.
If you take punk
time.
away, yeah, I would agree.
But even like Post Malone for me has become unlistenable because I've just heard so much. It's just like, oh, look, it's Post Malone.
Yeah. Like Stoney was, I think, really, really good. It was
so good.
One of the greatest albums of that.
Should have got way more. Or yeah.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But do you think Gunna has music as aged or not really? I mean, like, you think it's still...
His originals are great, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but yeah, it's like DaBaby's another one. That's another one I would say. DaBaby, I can't listen to DaBaby anymore.
I think
it's like I get it, Yeah. I get it, DaBaby.
Yeah. I know DaBaby.
I get it, bro. And he shot, he'll shoot somebody on site.
Yeah, but he's about it. He's about it. Like him and be a young boy.
He's not like repping a gang specifically, which is nice.
He's a free agent?
Pretty much.
Oh, interesting.
And, I appreciate that about him, but...
Yeah.
I just think for me personally, his music just doesn't age well. Mm-hmm. It's just a little dry.
Is there any artist that you're excited to, like, for their new projects to drop? Like, are you excited for an artist? Or I don't know if they are going to drop this year, but who's someone you want to drop?
Okay, like, I know this is like maybe a little out of left field, but Willow Smith has been dropping some good music consistently, in my opinion. I appreciate her music. I'm going to say... I don't know. Yeah, I would say that I'm not really looking forward to anything. It's just nice to hear something come out that's good.
Right. I like Willow. I love that one song she had with Travis Barker, and then obviously Whip My Hair. Can never go wrong with that. But her studio version of Meet Me at Our Spot. Have you heard it?
Yes.
Versus the Facebook Live version, or the live version. Which one do you think's better?
I actually think that the recorded version's better.
Really?
Personally,
I think you're insane. I think that track was just not there. Kind of vibe. It just sounds different. It sounds different versus like the harmonies that she has with the anxiety.
Fair. Maybe I'll just have to re-listen to it.
Yeah, I think you do, because that's a stupid opinion.
All right, Zach.
But
where the ferns at?
Fun fact, we actually used to be roommates back in the day. If you consider it, I wasn't on the lease, but I was on the couch begging for a place to stay.
He's doing great.
Yeah, it was good times.
A movie, truly.
Yeah, we used to like party. We used to party hella. It was bad. It was like unhealthy at one point.
It was great.
It was fun though. It was fun.
I wouldn't take it back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good times. Definitely. When those times are over, you realize like, wow, these were the good times.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely, dude.
Because the older we get, like I'm 23, you're 22? Right? You're 23, yeah, you're 23. You're my age, so 23 is my age. It's not your age, but it is your age as well.
You got there first, for sure. And you'll get to the grave first, too.
Yeah. Maybe. But yeah, man.
So let me ask you a question. How do you feel people perceive you when you do things like paint, like the nail paint? What do you feel people perceive that as? Because when I see it, I don't see it at all, pretty much on you.
You think it's just like it's part of me at this point?
Yeah, at this point, it's just, along with your style, like it's just who you are. It would be like me seeing Tony Hawk with like a helmet on while he's skating. It's just no surprise.
At age 50.
Yeah, it's no surprise.
Yeah. That's a good question. I feel like before it used to be new to me because I just started like I remember when I was actually at the townhouse, I was like I remember I considered starting to do it, and I called my sisters about it, and I talked to my dad a little bit about it.
Twin sisters.
Yeah,
right?
my twin sisters, yeah. And they're younger than me, but
yes. They're
very like, spiritual and to, have a relationship with Jesus and all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah. That's yeah. 100%. Yeah, it is good. I mean, I couldn't ask for better sisters, because a lot of people, I feel like a lot of guys now, they're like, oh, I don't want to have daughters, they're going to be sluts, blah, 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 all that shit.
With TikTok and everything, but it's
but it's like,
raise them at the end
literally,
of the day. What they're
literally.
saying is they're afraid that they're not responsible enough.
Exactly. I'm like, you think you're going to be a bad parent.
To consistently do the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, you're just not going to be there for them, which is, anyway. But yeah, I remember I went to my sisters, and they they weren't as supportive as they are now, because, it was, a few years back, and, and it was different. I mean, at that point in time, it was being more acceptable versus now, which is like almost a lot of people do it, and I don't know. I think
I wouldn't say a lot of people do it, John.
I say a lot more people do it.
Yeah, but again,
it's still
so
like
what do you
in the minority.
People, so you feel the perception has changed, and you feel almost it's common for yourself.
I think it's more. Yeah, I think it's more like the perception has changed, because I literally, little Ricardo was asking me earlier. He's like, "Oh, so what do your dad, what do your family think about it?" Right. I'm like, no one's mentioned it this time. Like, no one like says anything, and I leave it at work. One time I did it and I took it off because work, but I just keep it on now because I think I look dope. So yeah, I think I love trying new things out.
So you think being yourself is more important than even how you are perceived by people at work or things, and because you work in a professional field. Yeah, and sometimes professional field.
And it gets to me sometimes because I'm just like, wait a minute, like what if like a girl that I really like sees us, but like what if they don't want to?
You.
Yeah, exactly.
Misconception.
But then I realize, I'm like, listen, if a girl wants to be with me, she's gonna have to accept me for who I am. I still like women and stuff like that, but I feel like people like Young Thug and like Matt Healy and different types of.
But what do you mean when you say stuff like that? Because you said you like women and stuff like that. So what's like women? Women
like
you mean when stuff like that would like be like titties and ass and
yeah stuff like that. I thought I didn't
yeah. So
moving forward, would you ever paint your nails?
I don't think I would.
What about a clear coat? Because this other hand's clear coat.
I wouldn't be abused.
I wouldn't be abused
to it. No, I wouldn't be opposed to a clear coat if I was like going to like maybe like a wedding.
Okay.
Or something. I could see that would be like where there's pictures and stuff. You want to make sure that you're
look good,
comes out good. Yeah, right. You know, and if everyone's doing it or something, but I just don't even see that really happening.
Yeah, because it's not you. It's not you. But I like trying things out and just seeing what works, what doesn't, and being different. You know, because I think I'm a very different person, and I like to express that sometimes. But sometimes I'm even like, this is pretty fucking gay. You know what I mean? And I'll have that realization.
It makes you even more different. That you
exactly. I'm like. Like it's like the symbiote coming on me. I'm like, what is this? I like it though. It's like
Venom, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we actually got some questions in from the booth. Okay. This is the first question from my. Oh, is this live? Oh my god.
What's the question?
If you could be a person for a day, who would it be and why? You want to answer that first?
Yeah. Can I know who it's from?
It doesn't say. Question from my live is what it says.
Great. So basically, if I could be a person for a day, who would I be? I'd be I'd probably be somebody over in like Africa.
Really?
In like in like one of the tribes there. Like the kids that can run around, like the people that run around and they can like hunt baboons and they don't have any shoes on and they can run right through thorn bushes and like eat anything and like eat uncooked meat and it's totally fine. And like, because they just laugh and they just enjoy life, and it's like,
do they not get sick because they're just so used to it?
Yeah, they have a crazy stomach biome that's unlike any other. Like this guy David Cho talks about it. I'm sure you're familiar.
I've heard
with David
of him.
Cho. Yeah, but like that, I would want to check that out. You know what I'm saying? Not because he's Korean and I'm Korean, but just because like
I did have that connection in my head.
Yeah, but everyone does. You know, Asian people, whatever. Maybe it is a connection.
But why? Why?
Because it's like, what is the purest form of life? What, you know? Because why are we even on the planet in the first place? People want to know the meaning to life, and it's like, what is the meaning to life? You know, and when people ask you that, they think of like success or all these other things, right? That's like the first thing that comes to mind. What's the meaning of life? They think success and all the things that you can have, but it's like, it's fulfillment, you know, and the people around you and like waking up and like really taking in, you know, think of the most memorable things in your life. It's like being in the grass with your mom or something while you're helping her garden or cook in the kitchen. It has nothing to do with money. You could be in the poorest house. You guys could be, you know, cooking hot dogs over a campfire. That's the things that are important in life. So like to live with absolutely nothing and be out there and be able to withstand the land at the same time, because
it's hot.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm not trying to go glamping, dude. I'm trying to. If I'm being somebody, I'm gonna be them because it's, you know, they can handle it. But
I don't even want to
experience that.
I don't even want to answer because that was such a pure answer. I guess I'll just be quick about it. Who would I want to be and why?
Yeah.
Antonio Brown before the CTE, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Oh my.
Is there anything I wanted to say?
Let's get into it, dude.
Yeah, dude. So when's the last time you felt like heart loss? Like, when's the last time you felt really sad about like a woman?
Oh, it was just my last relationship, really.
Which was like a year ago, right?
At least a year ago, maybe 2.
You still talk to that person?
No. No.
But it's been a year now, so you don't really feel any type of way, right?
No, I don't feel any type of way.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if anything, bro, like the more heartbreak you go through, it just seems like, and you can weigh in on this, it just seems like you just get stronger and you learn and you just have more of an understanding, you know?
You do. You learn. It's just annoying going through that process, dude. Going through that process.
It's like working out, though. It's not like, you know.
Damn.
It's like working out. Same thing with failing. When you fail at something, dude, it's just like, breaks your heart, you know, because you're letting yourself down, really.
Yeah.
But you learn from that, you know.
Damn. Yeah.
But that was then, you know.
Yeah.
That was then. People don't look back on the bad things usually. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Can't really forget stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it
resonates in your head. Have you ever had something like where it just keeps echoing in your head?
Oh yeah.
It's usually not great job. It's like, you're fucking stupid. You suck. You fucking dummy. Yeah, and it just echoes and echoes, and it's usually the ones that are like, either like the like, it's just either your insecurity or what's happening in your life. It's like it just echoes and you're like, fuck you. Fuck. But it can motivate you too. That's another interesting thing about that echo, is it'll motivate you to.
I feel like motivation
better than that.
Motivation can only take you so far. You can like at the end of the day comes with like work ethic and self-discipline, you know?
And support community.
And support. Like, oh my God, I am like so blessed to have like people like you and, you know, everyone like in my life, dude.
Same.
Because like some people don't have friends, bro. Holy shit,
dude.
And I have like, bro, when someone doesn't answer my phone call, I'm like, all right, next. You know, like I have a catalog, dude. Honestly, and it feels great.
It's good to be in a community, you know, to create your own community. And really, I think the best thing, dude, is to just really have a support group around you. And I know that sometimes you can feel alone, or that like people won't like you, or that you're different, but I don't think that I'm too weird. Okay, like I know I'm a weird person, but like physically, like you look at me, I'm not like a super weird. You know, I look like normal. You know, I shower, I have good hygiene, things like that. But like
I like to shower sometimes.
I know people that have a lisp, you know, or maybe that are mentally like a little bit slower than not challenged, but like are a little bit behind as far as maturity goes. And I have no problem like people who are overweight or they're short or they've got some sort of physicality that looks weird. I'm totally okay with being friends with someone like that without hesitation. Instantly, if I see someone like that, I'm like, this is somebody that deserves a chance just like anyone else. And I'm not going to be embarrassed to associate with somebody like that. I'm not embarrassed to hang out with somebody like that in public. Like that's not, I don't care about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody should care about that because that's their life. And if you just aren't around them in our support group, they're going to want to do better for themselves possibly, or they're going to, you know, keep themselves cleaner or, you know, feel better about themselves at least. If it's something that they can't change, you know, they know people are going to look past that because it's not their fault. They were just simply born. It has nothing to do with them. So.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you do in a situation when you're with someone and you're their support group, but they're not getting better? They're just like spiraling and they're just like doing all the wrong things. And maybe they're not, it's not the wrong things, but this is not where you want to head in life. And they're heading down this road.
Well, how are you supporting them?
You're being there for them.
Are you letting them kind of do what they want and letting it work out? Because sometimes as a real friend, you got to step in and say, hey, man, this is an issue. I care about you. You can't keep doing this to yourself, dude. I can't stand to sit here and watch you do this to yourself. I can't do it.
I feel like it's tough, though, sometimes to call someone out like that.
It is tough, dude. It's the toughest thing you can do, you know? Yeah. It's the toughest thing you can do. But that's to truly help someone, you have to call them out. And if you care about them, you got to be like, look, man, I see, you know, you're driving the car and you're speeding and I want to stop you before you hit the wall.
Yeah.
Because you're going to go and hit the wall. And if someone doesn't tell you in this car to slow down, you're going to hit this wall, man. At least slow down. Let me help you slow down. Yeah. You know, and if they don't,
and if they don't, you know, want that, if they don't want to hear that, then it's like, okay, you know, I'll love you from a distance, but I can't keep.
Possibly. Yeah. If it's affecting you, absolutely.
I feel like the past couple of years I've been more keen to just calling my close friends out because no one's gonna tell them, you know. And I feel a lot better about that. But when I was younger, it was, I just wanted people to like me, and I would just like not say anything. Yeah. So,
yeah, you gotta stand up for what's right, dude. And if you care about somebody and something that they're doing to themselves is bothering you, that just tells you right there, hey, man, you know, I care about you and this is making me afraid for you, or this is bothering me. And it's like, you got to know this, man. You have to stop whatever it is that they're doing, or you have to let me help you, really is what you got to say. Because you want to help them. You're just afraid that they won't let you. So you got to let me help you.
Damn, that was deep. That was dumb deep. We just swam to the oh my God. All right, lighter subject.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the whites? Like, do you prefer to wash whites, or do you like to wash? I don't. You know what? Let's just forget that question. Yeah. Let's just forget that.
Sure.
So, I mean, you've been on vacation for a little bit in Florida.
Yep, back home. Really, but that's how it feels.
Yeah, but it's not.
No, it's not.
I mean, Florida will be your home, but like as of right now, you're up north.
Exactly.
How long do you plan on being up north?
A couple years. Do
you want to come back down here?
Yes, that's my end goal. Florida's my home in my heart, dude. This is just a place that I know, and there's nothing better than it. You know, in my opinion, it doesn't get better than here. You know. And I hope people stop fucking moving here and discovering that that's true.
Rent is the highest in Tampa. In America, Tampa's the highest rent right now.
Yes, sir.
It increased 24% apparently.
We also have like the highest wealth in zip codes, like multiple zip codes, like in the top 10. We're like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Like LA's in there, you know. It's like we're way ahead with Miami. The other coast, you know how it is in the other coast.
Yeah,
it's insane money in zip codes. I mean, crazy houses, like Jeffrey Epstein.
Would you rather live in New York or LA? Right now, where would you rather live, New York or LA?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Because I heard LA is getting real tough with like 400, like there, apparently like almost every day there's like 400 crimes as far as like robberies. Yeah. People's houses being broken into, like robbed at gunpoint.
If you steal like less than $950, it's like considered petty. It's not really.
It's
you're
insane.
Fine. Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's.
No, probably LA. Because the weather is just like here almost, you know? It's like even better apparently. So it's like, if I'm going to fucking die, at least I'm going to die in some decent weather. Yeah. You know?
What about Gotham? Would you live in Gotham?
Yeah, I would, you know, just because I would, even if I got caught lacking in Gotham, I would at least maybe see Batman come through.
But imagine like you go to the hospital, broken legs, broken. It's like, what happens? Like, I was selling homie an eighth, dude. Chopped my shit.
Damn, bro. Nathan, what?
Dude, it was laxatives, bro.
Kush. That's Joker. I got that fucking OG Gotham.
The Riddle Me Riddler.
This is the Batman breath. Bruce Banner.
Catwoman Kush? No.
Okay.
No. Cocaine. No. All right. Yeah, well, man, this has been fun. I've had a good time. I can talk for hours, but I think it's time we wrap it up.
Yeah, I think so. But I have a question for you, John.
What?
How are you feeling? Like, what's going on in your life?
I'm all right. I'm like at this point where I'm like, I think we finna wrap this up. No. No, I don't know. I think I'm at a point more content with life and accepting things as how they are. But still like going through that everyday battle of like accepting it. Cause like I like to live in the past a little bit. But
what do you feel like you have to accept?
Accept that things weren't once what they were. And this is the new reality.
Right.
With a lot of things too.
You know what Tom Hanks said?
What did Tom Hanks say?
He said he wishes somebody would have told him that this too shall pass, the good and the bad moments. So even though, you know, things might be bad, it'll pass. But when you start to feel like people really understand you and all the, you know, things like that, and you feel like things are going good, that'll pass as well. So will the next thing. So I think you're going to do fine, sir. Fantastic.
Thank you, dude. Listen, this is Billy Willie, and this has been J-Tan.
Fantastic.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Tampa out. Bitches. Bampa.
Shut it up, Terry.
Yeah,
Shut it up,
Terry.
That's fun.